So, Saddhavan anusuyescha srinuyatapiyo naraha sopi muktaha subhalokan prapnuyat punyakarmanam. Saddhavan, faithful, anusuyeha, not envious, cha, and srinuyat, does hear, api, certainly, yaha, who, naraha, a man, sa, he, api, also, muktaha, being liberated, subhan, the auspicious, lokan, planets, prat, planets, prapnuyat, he attains, punya karmanam, of the pious. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reaction and attain to the auspicious planet where the pious dwell. So please respond. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. Purport. In the 67th verse of this chapter, the Lord explicitly forbade the Gita being spoken to those who are envious of the Lord. In other words, Bhagavad-gītā is for the devotees only. But it is so happen that sometime a devotee of the Lord will hold open classes. And in that class, not all the students are expected to be devotees. Why do such person hold open class? It is explained here that although not everyone is a devotee, still there are many men who are not envious of Krishna. They have faith in him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If such person hear from a bona fide devotee about the Lord, the result is that they become at once free from all sinful reaction. And after that, attain to the planetary system where all righteous persons are situated. Therefore, simply by hearing Bhagavad-gītā, even a person who does not try to be a pure devotee attains the result of righteous activities. Thus, a pure devotee of the Lord gives everyone a chance to become free from all sinful reaction and to become a devotee of the Lord. Generally, those who are free from sinful reaction, those who are righteous, very easily take to Krishna consciousness. The word Punya Karmanam is very significant here. This refers to the performance of the great sacrifice like Aswamedha Yajna mentioned in the Vedic literature. Those who are righteous in performing devotional service but who are not pure can attain the planetary system of the pole star or Durbaloka, where Durba Maharaj is presiding. He is a great devotee of the Lord and he has a special planet which is called pole star. So thank you very much again to attend this Sunday program. Today is a very special class, Gita Jayanti, as Bhagavad-gītā Jayanti is near approaching. On December 11th, on this very auspicious day, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Person, Personality of Godhead, imparted this knowledge to Arjuna. So it is very, very important when God is speaking, everybody should listen. Everybody should shut his mouth. Because one cannot challenge the wisdom of the Lord. Let our mentality be, let our intelligence be challenged by the wisdom of the Lord. So Bhagavad-gītā is considered as one of the most, not only one of the, it is said that Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. So in these beautiful verses, we can go through first of all a little bit of translation. See, and one who listens with faith without envy becomes free from sinful reaction. See how much tremendous benefit simply sit down and hear Bhagavad-gītā. It's spoken by whom? Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not spoken by some Tom and Dick and Harry. The Supreme Lord himself, the author, the speaker of the Bhagavad-gītā, he himself says that anyone who listens with faith without envy becomes free from sinful reactions. Therefore, we are conducting these classes, open classes for everyone, and attain to the auspicious planet where the pious dwell. Why? Because as soon as the sinful reaction is destroyed, free, then we become pious. At least one can go to one can go through the planet where the pious dwell, upper planetary system. But whole idea of Bhagavad-gītā, the essence of Bhagavad-gītā, the purpose, the cardinal core purpose of Bhagavad-gītā is not to go to pious planet. But somebody is not a devotee. It's not that everybody is not so expected to be devotee. So somebody simply sit down and hear. Then he become free from the sinful reaction. At the end of the death, he will go back to, and at the time of death, after this life, he goes back to, that is a place called where all these pious people, upper planetary system. So that is very, very important, because we are in this material world on account of sinful reaction. So everybody is here according to karma, sinful reaction, we are suffering. So how the Bhagavad Gita is so important? Krishna says, who listens with faith without envy becomes free from the sinful reaction. So here the glories of Bhagavad-gītā, as Gita is on the coming, glories of Bhagavad-gītā, we will going to discuss on the basis of this one, on the basis of these notes. So we can go to the glories of Bhagavad-gītā initially. Bhagavad-gītā is meant, what is Bhagavad-gītā? Many people do not know. Bhagavat means Bhagavan, of Bhagavan, related to Bhagavan. Gita means song or instruction, the instruction of Bhagavad-gītā. And Krishna himself said that this is the essence of all doctrine, all philosophy, crown jewel of spiritual wisdom. The divine conversation between a man and God took place in a very unforgettable ancient battles. That speaks the most essential question of life with utmost ease and clarity. So Bhagavad Gita, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver the mankind from the nescience of ignorance. Everybody in this material world is suffering. It is not Arjuna that he is in a perplexing condition. And in the pretext of Arjuna, he is addressing all people that we are now entrapped very pathetically in atmosphere of non-existence. We are existing in an atmosphere of non-existence, or we are living in a non-existential atmosphere. Asada graha. So material world is called temporary. One cannot maintain the status quo. Howsoever sophisticated environment you create, you become Ambani, you become Bill Gates, you cannot maintain the status quo. How long you can become Ambani? Let's say 100 years. After that, you cannot become Ambani. You have to die. You have to take birth according to your karma. Karanam guna sanghasa sadasa janma janesh. So you cannot maintain the status quo, howsoever sophisticated environment, political maneuvering, or economic development, because death will come and takes away. The intrinsic nature of the material world, it is temporary by nature. It is transient. At the dispense of this material nature, nobody can stay in this material world permanently. Nobody can maintain the status quo. Nobody can be happy. Nobody can have a rest and relax also. Because according to scripture, it is a prison house. It is meant for suffering, just like a prison house is meant for a suffering, for rehabilitation and reformation. Therefore, Krishna has created this material world because we have turned away from the Lord. Krishna bhuliya jiva bhogovancha kare, nikatastha maya kare jhapatiya kare. When we turn away from the Lord, and Krishna created, just like a citizen, he do not want to submit to the authority of the land. He defy. As a result, he will be put into the jail, Changi jail or Tihar jail. Similarly, when we turn away from the Lord, the living entity will be put in this jail. Although anybody can ask, it is not a jail. Where is the bar? This is invisible bar. Invisible bar is there. And we are all prisoned in this material world. So to get out of this prison house, a prison house actually not meant for happiness. It is meant for reformation. So Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, he created this material world to give us a chance, opportunity, so that we can rectify ourselves, reform ourselves, again go back to God. It happens sometimes the child is very, adamant. He wants to estranged from parents. No, I do not want to stay with parents. Sometimes also in our office, we think that why this manager is bossing me, is like detecting me, ordering me. Why not? I can have, I also become boss. Similarly, when mentality of being lording over, when mentality of become God comes, enviousness. Therefore, Krishna says, envious person they cannot. Only the non-envious person who here he will go to pious prayer. Because enviousness is there. We are envy of God. Therefore, we come here. I want to also become a God. So as a result, we are put into this prison house. And this prison house is very difficult. And prison house, who is the superintendent of prison house? Durga Devi. And he is holding what? Trishul. Trishul is not just like a fancy, though we are holding Trishul. No, this is a meaning, deep meaning, profound meaning of Trishul. 3 spike is there. 3 spike of Trishul indicates or explains that the 3 kind of misery. Adhyatmic, Adidaivic, Adibhautik. 3 kind of misery always inflicting us. Just like in a jail, you have so many problems. Punishment is there. Similarly, we have punishment because we have turned away from the Lord. So this punishment is there by our body and mind, by others, or by calamities and all. So these are the punishment. So whole Bhagavad-gītā is spoken on this account that every living entity who are the part and parcel of the Lord, they are somehow and other, by their ignorance, they have turned away from the Lord, turned away from the Father. So Father, being always affectionate, he comes down, he descends to release us from this imprisonment, to deliver us from this imprisonment, to reclaim us, again go back to God. Just like a son is now lost, away from the Lord, away from his father. Father is very affectionate. Son has no mood to reconcile. Father is coming back. Please come back to me. You become happy. So when you turn away, we are here, we are suffering. Therefore, Lord Krishna is coming and speaking this Bhagavad-gītā, the main purpose of Bhagavad-gītā, to deliver the mankind from this obnoxious material world, from this obnoxious misery of the material world, where we are undergoing repeated birth and death. Nobody can. Therefore, this is for everyone. Everyone is in a problematic situation. Everyone is threatened by the death, because non-existential atmosphere means death, temporary. Death unsettles our thing. Despite our, tenacious determination to stay in this material world, become happy. Oh, I am very happy. I am engineer, I am doctor, I am in Singapore, I am PR, and I am this, that, all these things. Despite all your arrangement, all your determination to stay in this material world, but the material nature will not allow you to stay here. It will eject you ruthlessly. At the time of death, he will not see that, oh, you are this, you are that. No, it will take away. It will say, no, sir, you cannot bribe death, sir. I am Ambani. Can I bribe you? You know, there is a personality called Steve Jobs, who created this iPhone. We are holding iPhone, this created by him. He himself manufacturer, the company, Apple company CEO. He was suffering from pancreatic cancer, $1 trillion. He is not like us, $1,000 or $100,000. He is a $1 trillion owner. And that $1 trillion owner, he was suffering from pancreatic cancer at the age of 54. And he was hospitalized. And all doctors, big doctors, they engaged to cure him, but they could not. They say that they no hope. So he realized that despite I am $1 trillion owner, I cannot transfer my disease. I cannot stop death. Everybody is praising me. I am the success role model, CEO of Apple. I have a tremendous contribution to technology. I have created this iPhone, this Apple products. But I cannot extend one moment of my time. One moment of my time. So even after you are a great personality, a great rich person, you cannot stop death. So therefore, the point is that, therefore Krishna is coming to teach us that in the material world, you cannot become happy. You cannot stay permanently. At the time of death, everybody has to lose. Everybody has to lose his association. Everybody has to lose his assets, possession, everything. There is a saying that coffin has no pocket. You know, there's an Arab country, they have a very rich person. Everything, his house is gold, his car is gold, his body is full of gold. At the time of death, nothing he has taken. Coffin has no pocket. No pocket. And there's a personality called Alexander the Great. He conquered almost all the world. Then he was suffering from a 30 years, young very. He was suffering from a normal disease, meningitis, brain fever. That time doctor was not there, expert doctor. So he died. Before he died, he had a 3 wishes. He told that you bring me in the coffin. They are a Christian coffin. In coffin, my hand and palm, when I'm holding money, it should be open. That indicates that everybody should know that I have, at the time of death, I'm not taking Greece, I'm not taking Rome, I'm not taking Italy. Although I've conquered them, I'm not taking. Second wishes is that my coffin should be carried by doctors. Why? The doctors are there, they're trying, they could not. Third is that the coins, because those days not currency notes, dollar was not there, they're the gold coins. Coins should be tuned, they say, should be thrown, so that everybody know that this is all useless. All useless. So therefore, we have come here to enjoy, but our enjoyment is temporary. At the time of death, everybody taken. You cannot bribe him. You say, I am beautiful, I can cajole this, I can somehow stop my death. No. I am rich, I can stop my death. No. I am so brilliant. No. We cannot do anything. I am powerful, I can stop death. No. Death will not listen to anybody. It will take away. So therefore, Krishna has come to speak Bhagavad-gītā for that purpose, to bring us back to Godhead, not to suffer in this jail, to make us out from the, release from this material jail. Krishna has come. This is the blatant truth. Because you may say that I am happy, Prabhu, I am comfortable, I have a handsome salary, I have got my wife, she is also working, and my children are very good. I have a house, condo, car, but sir, how long? Dear sir, how long you can have this condo? At the time of death, your condo, everything will, at the time of death, everything will be taken away very forcibly. Very forcibly. You may say, cry. No, nobody will. None of your relatives, none of your assets will help you to stop the death. Therefore, this Bhagavad-gītā is very important. And it teaches us, guides us that how to go back to him, how to release from this material world. Therefore, Krishna has come to speak. That is the purpose of Bhagavad-gītā. And three important things of Bhagavad-gītā learning. First thing is that very authenticate assimilation of this knowledge. You have to receive this knowledge from a very bona fide source. Parampara system. Because nowadays we have more than 1,000 editions of Bhagavad-gītā. More than 1,000. Even a military person also writing Bhagavad-gītā according to his military, India-Pakistan war. So he is writing in that context. A businessman is writing Bhagavad-gītā for CEO. There is a business yoga is there. And this is that person is giving, I forgot his name. Business yoga is there. And another person recently, for Gita Jayanti, there the class is there. That of the paid class, Bhagavad-gītā for CEO. So everybody is writing their Bhagavad-gītā. But the authentic Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna say, it has to be received from me only, through disciplic succession, from my devotee, from devotee. Right? Therefore, after reading Bhagavad-gītā, if you are not become a devotee of the Lord, that means your understanding of Bhagavad-gītā is not clear, is not bona fide, is not clear. You have not understood. Whole purpose of that one is to become a devotee of the Lord. Because Krishna say, the quintessential philosophy of Bhagavad-gītā is that sarvadharman parityāga mām ekam saranam vada. You have to surrender unto me. After Bhagavad-gītā hearing, you are surrendered into Shah Rukh Khan. So what kind of Bhagavad-gītā you have read it? Correct. So Bhagavad-gītā means, Krishna is saying that. See, this is just few verses before Krishna is speaking that sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam saranam braja tum sarva papebhyo mokhyasami ma suchaha. Krishna say that abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. So we are here because according to our karma, somebody is Bill Gates, somebody is gatekeeper, somebody is Ambani, somebody is rickshaw puller, somebody is tiger, somebody is lion, somebody is so many species of life. So why? Because according to karma. Even the thumbprints of two people are not 10. Therefore, we have a thumbprint in immigration. Everybody according to karma, they are set up. So here Krishna is telling, you want to get out of all this karmic reaction, get out from this jail, then you have to surrender. So if this is the last chapter, Krishna is summarizing everything and giving the most confidential knowledge. You ask to all people, those who claim that I know Bhagavad Gita, 19%, 90% people, they cannot say that because they do not read Bhagavad Gita through the parampara system. Therefore, Krishna say this Bhagavad Gita should be read. First of all, you should read this in a parampara system. Here in this verse, Krishna say, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarusya vidu sakalena mahata yoganasta paramtapa. Krishna himself said that how to read Bhagavad Gita. You can say, I will read whatever I like. The way somewhere in their selling books, I can buy 200 rupees, 100 rupees, I can buy and become, I know Bhagavad Gita. I can become a scholar of Bhagavad. No. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in the way. But in course of time, the succession was broken. Therefore, the science as it appears to be lost. So Krishna says it usually received from the parampara, guru sishya. Sometimes no guru is there. Even guru is there, they misinterpret. Therefore, Krishna telling, I am now, Arjuna, I am now starting this. That very ancient science of the relationship with Supreme is today told by me to you. Because you are my devotee as well as my friend, can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of the science. First of all, you receive through disciplic succession from a bona fide devotee coming from the Sampradaya. Sampradaya means university, transcendental university, spiritual university. You cannot go any university you read and you can pass out and you get a job. No, it has to be recognized. So Sampradaya recognized university. So here, and what is the eligibility of understanding Bhagavad Gita? One has to be devotee of the Lord. Unless you devotee. Preliminary stage you hear, you become pious. One pious, then slowly you become devotee. When you devotee, you can understand it very clearly. Very clearly. We have experience. Initially you do not know. Now we can know according to our spiritual advancement. No, this is the system. Now we can go through the time is not there. Directly I will go through the Bhagavad Gita Mahatma. What is the glories of Bhagavad Gita? Because unless we do not know the glories of something, I do not know. Supposing I know you are a rich person. I know he is also a rich person. But my appreciation for you, rich person, if I know how much rich you have. Oh, Ambani is a rich. And somebody also rich. Ambani is what kind of rich? Rich, one of the 10 richest in Forbes magazine. You know. And other person rich is maybe a millionaire. But if I know Ambani, this means my appreciation for him is more. There is saying that wider the understanding, deeper the love. If you more understanding of something, I have a deeper appreciation for it. Therefore, it is said that if you know the glories of Bhagavad Gita, and I will have a mood, I will have a urge or interest to read Bhagavad Gita. So let's go back to Bhagavad Gita Mahatma. It's spoken in Padma Purana. Yeah, into a big source I can go, you know. Gavo.
In that link of BC/.
Where?
No, just go to previous page.
Yes.
Previous page, and then you read BC/1866. You got now. There you just type BC/.
Introduction. Yeah. So here it is given the 7 glories of Gita Mahatma spoken by the I think Padma Purana. No?
You can do command. It's actually pull down now.
So therefore Gita Janti is very important because Bhagavad Gita, student of Bhagavad Gita, one has to be student of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is speaking means very important. Where it is?
Just do command F.
Command F I am doing. Command F not coming here. So let's do this source. You know. I don't like this software because when it is coming to One second. It's okay, I can go down up.
This one.
No, this one can be taken like so. So here we can see the Bhagavad Gita. We have a problem in software, so we're using some online one. Why this Vedavyas is coming always? How to get rid of this one?
When we scroll it, just take the keyboard and control it. We take keyboard up, down, arrow. Instead of mouse, we use control up.
So here it is saying that Bhagavad Gita is a transcendental literature which one should read very carefully. The first Mahatma is glories has been given. Gita Shastram idam punyam jo patate prayatpuman. So if one properly follows the Gita Shastram idam punyam, this is punyam because it purifies. Gita Shastram idam punyam ye patate prayatpuman. Vishnupadam avapnoti soko maha bhaya Bharjita. So the first verses is say that if one properly follow the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, one can be free from all misery and anxiety of life. Bhaya Sokadi Bharjita. One will be freed from all fears of this life and next life will be spiritual. First. So how it is? Gita Shastram idam punyam jo patate prayata suchi. That means that one has to read it. And how is to read Prayatmuman? Prayatmuman very seriously read it. You cannot seriously read by purchasing the book. Therefore, if you do that, it will not be helpful. Therefore, it is said that the proper understanding of the book is through the parampara system. So here it is saying that how you should read. If you read supposing from a military man, then it is not helping you. You have to read from a bona fide devotee. So in these verses, it is said that the beautiful verses. It is stated here that Avaishnavas. So if you read from the Avaishnava, those who are not devotee, Avaishnava Mukhadgir Nam Utam Hari Kathamritam Sarvanam Naiva Katyabam Sarpotishta Jathapaya. One should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnava. That is the first criteria of reading Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, 90% of Hindus, they do not understand because they are reading from anywhere and everywhere. So supposing somebody is non-Vaishnava, you should not. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita is so important, he can read from anywhere. No. Here it is said that milk taught by the lips of a servant has a poisonous effect. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by a non-Vaishnava are also poisonous. Just like a milk is nutritious, but when it taught by the snakes, it becomes poisonous. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita is very pure and potent, as Krishna say, anybody here, but one should not hear from a non-Vaishnava. That purity become impure. The poisonous effect. Therefore, the first verses it is said that one should follow the parampara system. What is this parampara system? Krishna say that one should go to a Tadvidi pranipatena paripresena sevaya upadekyanti jnanam jnaninam tatu. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impact knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So we should go to supposing you have a disease, if you go to a doctor who do not know how to do quack, so you will not be cured. Similarly, you have to go an expert doctor. That expert doctor is a spiritual master who has seen the truth, who is very expert, who is really genuine one. So then you can understand Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, if you see that in ISKCON, in our Hare Krishna movement, the small child also, our children classes, they know Bhagavad Gita thorough in and out. If you ask some Vedantist, they cannot even say. Big scholar, they cannot even compete. Why? Because we are learning from a bona fide source. That's all. That is the criteria. Therefore, it is said that Gita Shastram idam punyam is very punyam. It will purify. As Krishna say, it will purify, get rid of all sinful reaction. Jo patate prayatapuman. Prayatapuman means seriously. That means if one should study Bhagavad Gita seriously by approaching a genuine spiritual master. See, you see what is the symptoms. Bhagavad Gita, previously many people went to America and they spoke Bhagavad Gita. But when Prabhupada went, the Peter became a devotee of Krishna. They do not know what is Krishna. They do not even heard Krishna before. They become a devotee of Krishna. They have become mad, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Why the transformation come? because they have read the genuine Bhagavad-gītā. Therefore, Bhagavad-gītā is as it is. You always read that as it is and recommend others to read as it is. Because by hearing that, one can transform. It's a bona fide hearing. Otherwise, other hearing, nobody become. They are hearing, after hearing, they will surrender to somebody else. Not Krishna. So that is Sarupana, not Krishna. That is the thing. So this is the first verses is said. And if somebody will do like this, approach a bona fide and hear and read seriously, study, what will happen? So Vishnu Pada Avapnoti, he will get out from this material jail and go back to Vishnu Pada means Vaikuntha. Vishnu Pada means Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means, Kuntha means what? Anxiety. Anxiety, we have anxiety. Material world called Kuntha Loko. Kuntha means it is birth, death, old age. All anxiety of birth, death, old age, disease like this. Vaikuntha means Vigata Kuntha Jasmad iti Vaikuntha. There is a absent of birth, death, disease, old age. Permanent life, no more dying. So therefore, one can go by reading Bhagavad-gītā. Therefore, Bhagavad-gītā is the essence of all doctrine, essence of all philosophy. The crown jewel. Nobody can defeat this wisdom of Bhagavad-gītā. So this is the thing. And Soko Moha Bhaya Varjita. By hearing this Bhagavad-gītā, by reading Bhagavad studying, all our lamentation, we are lamenting, oh, I do not become a Tendulkar. I do not become Virat Kohli. We are lamenting, I do not become so rich. We are lamenting, oh, sometimes we are lamenting, my father died, my wife left me, or my children are not studying good. These are called lamentations, Soko. Moho means illusion. I am thinking that I am going to permanently stay. This material world is permanent place, let me stay. Soko moho. Bhaya means always bhaya. I do not know tomorrow job what will happen. Tomorrow my visa status will happen. We have a devotee, his visa status is pending. So we are always fear that what will happen. So Soko moho bhaya varjita. All the things will go away because of Bhagavad-gītā. How benefit? This is the first. Then we go to the second Mahatma. The second Mahatma glory is given. The Gita Dhayena Silasya Pranayam Parasya cha Naiva Santi Papani Purva Janma Gittani cha. If one reads Bhagavad-gītā very sincerely with all seriousness, then by the grace of the Lord, reaction of his past misdeed will not act upon me. So everybody is here because of karma. Somebody, as I told, somebody is rich, somebody is poor, somebody in Singapore, somebody is somewhere. So why? According to karma. Karma will find us. You have done something. That means you have to get the result of the karma. Sure. Just like a calf. If you practically you can see in India, if a calf is there and thousands of cows is there, calf will find out his mother. Among thousand beings. Similarly, you have done some mistake, you say, nobody, I am here. Karma will find out where you are. You are Singapore, you are Australia, America, you are India, wherever you are in village, everywhere karma will find out. You don't need to find. It will find out today or tomorrow. Because you have sometimes they say that, oh, a thief is stolen, but he is not arrested. No, he is stolen. Just like you plant, if you plant a seed, it will not give you fruits. It will take time. So that is called parabdha, aparabdha karma. So aparabdha karma means it is not it is still unmanifested. You have planted now, you have done it, now you will be arrested. Sooner or later, it will come. So it will come and arrest you. The karma phala will come. So similarly, parabdha karma means now I am suffering. Somebody is diseased, somebody is lost his job, somebody has got some problem. That is called parabdha, it is manifested. So this karma, all this karma, we are suffering or we are happy suffering, all this karma, the past misdeeds will not act upon if somebody is reading Bhagavad-gītā. That is the potency of this reading Bhagavad-gītā. Then next we can go back to therefore Krishna also say that Sarva Dharman Parityāja Mam Ekam Saranam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papabhyo. So if you surrender to Krishna, all this papa, you do not fear, all the papa will be destroyed. All papa. That is the potency of bhakti, potency of reading Bhagavad-gītā. So everything will be clear up, just like a fire. In a fire, if you put anything, it will burn. Similarly, all our karma at once will be fire. At once. Klesagni. All the klesha will be. Why klesha? You are in ignorance. We are thinking that, oh, I am this body, I am Indian, I am this, I am that. In this way, we are making so many activities and we are implicated in the activities. And we are getting reaction for that. Then the third one is that Mala Nimochanam Punsam Jalasnanam Dine Dine Sakrit Gitamrita Snanam Sansara Malanasanam. Very nice. See, very nice verse. Why is this not going? Escape. No. Yeah. So one may cleanse himself daily by taking bath in a water. But if one takes bath even once in sacred Ganges of water, Bhagavad-gītā, for him the death of material life is altogether vanquished. Very nice verse. So every day we take bath, cleansing the, so body is cleansed. Okay. So here it is said that daily taking, similarly, if you take bath not daily, even in once, if you bath in Bhagavad-gītā, all our dirty, material dirty thing. What are the material dirty thing? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Machara, all this infection, inauspiciousness, which is making us to suffer in this material world, which is binding us in this material world, that will go. That will be cleanses. So Bhagavad-gītā is very important because it cleanses all our material dirty thing. We are always thinking taking bath in a very dove or what is that called, moisturizing things, but we do not take care of our material dirty things. Material dirty thing cannot be done by water, by taking daily bath, but taking this Ganges water of Bhagavad-gītā. Bhagavad-gītā is considered as a Ganges water. Why? Because Ganges water is very pure. It touches the lotus feet of the Lord. Bhagavad-gītā also, it touches the mouth. It is coming out. Padmanavasya Padmamukhya Vinirsuta. It's coming out from the mouth. Of course, there is no difference between Krishna mouth and Krishna foot. Angani jasa sakalendra vritimanti paschanti panti kalayanti chiram jagati. So there is no need. Just like we are offering prasadam. Krishna take prasadam not by taking a hand. He by look and prasadam take. So similarly, from coming out from the Ganges, coming out from the lotus feet, or coming out from the mouth, both are same. But still, comparatively, if you see that which is coming out from the mouth is highest, right? That is the thing. So Gita Mahatma 3. Then Gita Mahatma 4 is Gita Sugita Katta Bhakim Annaya Shastra Vistarai Ye Swayam Padmanavasya Mukha Padma Vinirsutam. Very nice words, important. Because Bhagavad-gītā is spoken by Supreme Personality of Godhead. One need not read any other Vedic literature. One need only attentively and regularly hear and read Bhagavad-gītā. So here it is very important. So we have so many things to read. Anybody writing something, we are reading. And YouTube open means so many people are giving some lecture. Everybody giving lecture. I mean, film star also giving some kind of instruction to everybody. So everybody become a philosopher. Nowadays, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everybody become philosopher. Oh, I have something to say. I have something to say. So everybody is reading, exchanging everything. But here, this Bhagavad-gītā is not like everybody. It's not Tom, Dick and Harry and anybody coming. It's spoken by the Padmanavasya, Supreme Personality of God. What is the different? What is the different? We are speaking, God is speaking. Because in God is speaking, it is perfect, free from all kind of defects. But we are speaking, we have some defects. There are 4 kind of defects if anybody is speaking something. There it is stated in these beautiful verses. There are 4 kind of defect. 7107. There are 4 kind of defect is there. No, Adi, no. What is the 4 kind? Brahma, Pramada, Vipralipsa, Karana. The 4 kind of thing is there. The material defects of the material defects of mistakes, illusion, cheating, sensory inefficiency do not exist in the word of the Supreme Personality of God. See, we have got 4 things. Everybody, man is, what is that called? To err is human. Man makes mistake. To err is human. Why human? Because we have got 4 defects. We mistake, we illusion. Sometimes we are thinking something, something for something. Cheating propensity is there. Everybody working from home. What is working from home? Staying online only. Staying online. How online? If you, because some computer you put something in the space bar, it show you online. Then you do all the things. Sometimes you online cannot be because it has some. After some times you become offline. So you put something as if you are online. Yeah, they also call you offline. They are also cheating. So everybody has propensity cheating. Sensory inefficiency means insufficiency. Our sense is not perfect. Sometimes with our sense we think of something, but it is something. So therefore, therefore our word has no values. Is not perfect. But Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is speaking. He is full of perfect. He is free from all the things. Therefore, Shastra is considered to be the best. Because Shastra is spoken by the God. That is authentic. So here it is said that Padmanabhasya Padma Mukha Vinarsita. Because it is spoken by the Lord, it is all perfect. And one need not read any Vedic literature. Because everything, whatever there in Vedic literature, there are Vedas are there. Vedas means 4 Vedas. What is Veda means? Veda means coming from the called Vid Dhatu. The root word called Vid. Vid means to know. That is called Veda means knowledge. Veda Anta, the ultimate knowledge or end of knowledge. So there are 4 kind of Vedas are there. And Vedas, we have got 108 Upanishads, the Puranas are there, 18 Puranas. We have Smriti, all other things, Mahabharata, Ramayana, everything. So here it is said that no need to read anything. Only one thing you should read, Bhagavad-gītā. Because whatever, everything is there, all the essence together is there in Bhagavad-gītā. It's spoken by himself, God himself. So therefore, no need any literature. Only Bhagavad-gītā is sufficient to go back to God. Supposing if we have one cycle or one vehicle to go to office, why we need 10 vehicles? You need one vehicle, go back to. So therefore, Shastra, Krishna is the Padma Purana saying that no need. The Bhagavad-gītā means you have already proper vehicle to go to office. That means you have a proper books. You can go back to Krishna, go to spiritual world. No need of any books, no need to touch. Everything is there. Essence of every doctrine. Every doctrine. One need only attentively, regularly here read Bhagavad-gītā. In the present days, people are so absorbed in mundane activity that it is not possible for them to read all Vedic literature. But this is not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad-gītā, will suffice because it is the essence of all Vedic literature, especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To nowadays also, people are so much exceedingly busy life, enormous stressful life, no time, chronic disease. Where Prabhu come to temple, Bhagavad-gītā class, lecture, no time, chronic disease, no time. So therefore it is stated that people have no time, manda, sumanda, mata, manda, no time. So better in this age, only one book enough. Bhagavad-gītā you read, less luggage, more comfort. So less luggage, more comfort. When you don't need to anything, because the essence of all Vedic literature is given here. Why we need all the literature? We have no time also. How long we are going to live? How many literature are there? How to read all the things? So therefore, Krishna, out of his mercy, he comes and spoke this Bhagavad-gītā. How important this book, but we are neglecting. That is our thing. Everybody should. Therefore, it is say that everybody should regularly read this book, attentively and regularly, both. Otherwise, people are telling, oh, Bhagavad-gītā we sell. Yesterday we went there and sold. So Bhagavad-gītā, they are saying, oh, it is a armchair, it is a like old man recreation. Why should I am young now? Old man at the time of death, I will read Bhagavad-gītā. They are thinking that, oh, this is the philosophy, very complex philosophy, cannot. Sometimes there's an armchair philosophy that I will read whenever I have time. Armchair philosophy, that's called armchair. I will have. No, Bhagavad-gītā is so profound, inspiring text. And it is so effective that anybody reading it say that it can get everything, material happiness at this time of death, spiritual things you become spiritual, and time of death, after the death you become spiritual. You go back to God. Vishnu Padam Avapnoti. Soko Moha Bhaya Upaya. How much important? One verses our Sankaracharya say, Bhagavad-gītā Kinchidadita. If somebody read Bhagavad-gītā little bit of Kinchidadita, Jamanena Charcha. If just like somebody takes little bit of Ganges water, is very purifying. If somebody wants also pray to Krishna, that is purified. Similarly, Bhagavad-gītā Kinchida, little bit also you read, Jamanena Charcha, you won't see Jamraj. You won't see Jamraj. One time, one person is very sinful. Somehow or another, Before death, he is passing somewhere, Bhagavad Gita going on, he read some Bhagavad Gita. I hear some little time. So then he died. Yamaraj took him to Yamlok. Why he has done so many sinful. Your is gate number 14. What is gate number 14? Big kadai, utensil. Full oil, heating going on. Huh? Gate number this one, Kumbhipakam. You go there. And what is the frying? Oh, now frying is not pampered or some vegetables, potol or this person. What, sir? Frying. And they are taking to throw him frying. That time the oil become cold. So Jamraj also thinking, this messenger is coming to Jamraj. Sir, why the oil become cold? Jamraj also now, surprised. This person has done everything. Ask Chitraketu. Find out again, you have a mistake somewhere reading all his action. Oh yes, all action are sinful. He's meant to be there. So they were very surprised what to do. That time Vasudev was going, and he was going through this one, and Yamaraj calling, my sir, please come, I have a doubt. What happened? This person, why, as soon as we are coming to fry him, the oil become cold. Vasudev initially come, why you are calling me? I don't want this jump. No, please come. Then he told, before dying, he had a chance of hearing little bit of Bhagavad Gita. See, these are the things, not that exaggeration. These are the Shastric Praman, and they have given. Krishna say himself that many people have gone by reading Bhagavad Gita. Krishna say in this beautiful verses, that many people, it's not like some kind of over exaggeration of Bhagavad Gita. No. Krishna say, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha Man Maya Mam Upasrita Bhava Jnana Tapasa Uttamad Bhavam Agata. Here Krishna say that being freed from attachment, fear, anger, being fully absorbed in me, taking refuge in me, many persons in the past become purified by knowledge of me. See, this is the knowledge. Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge of Krishna. He is speaking the wisdom, knowledge of me, and thus they have all attained transcendental love. Therefore, first thing in Bhagavad Gita to get this knowledge, assimilation of this knowledge, authentic source, bona fide hearing. After that, application is there. You have to apply in our life. If you do not apply, Krishna said, never mind, you can go to higher planetary system. But if you apply, you become a devotee, you go to Krishna law. Application is very important. Supposing I know how to cross the traffic, but while crossing the traffic, I say, no, red also I can go. You will be endangered, right? Therefore, application is very important. And third thing is, after knowing of Bhagavad Gita, important glories, everything, you should give to others. That is called Paropakara, helping others. You should not be selfish. I know Bhagavad Gita, I should keep myself. That is called dissemination of the knowledge. Spreading this Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita wisdom to everyone. So that everybody will come and read Bhagavad Gita. Then just like we are distributing book, we are conducting class. Everybody will know that importance of Bhagavad Gita. They will have a urge to hear. Urge to read Bhagavad Gita, become a devotee of the Lord. And Krishna say, whosoever doing the third things, he is most dearest to me. Most dearer, who is giving this knowledge to others. Therefore, this is very, very important Bhagavad Gita. So then we can go to the Bhagavad Gita Mahatma 5. So it is said that Bharata Amrita Sarvesham Vishnu Bhaktrad Vinihestam Gita Gangodakam Pitva Punarjanma Na Vidyate. Very important. One who drinks the water of the Ganges attains salvation. So what to speak of one who drinks the nectar of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the essential nectar of Mahabharata. It is spoken by Lord Krishna himself, original Vishnu. So here it is said that one who drinks the water of Ganges attains salvation. Jai Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. So in this Mahatma, it is said that anybody who drinks the water of Ganges, because why? Ganges has touched the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, so pure, if anybody every day drinks the water of Ganges, he will attain salvation. But here it is say that who drink the nectar of Bhagavad Gita, what will happen to him? He say that he will go back to Godhead. Drinking the nectar of this Bhagavad Gita. Punarjanma na vidyate. There will be no punarjanma. No more cycle of birth. Punarjanma na vidyate. So here it is say that it is the essence of Mahabharata. Mahabharata, we have so many big books, Greater India, Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, most important thing is that this Bhagavad Gita, essence. All other things not important. This essence, whole Mahabharata, the essence is Bhagavad Gita. So therefore it is say that it is the essential nectar of Mahabharata, because it is spoken by the Lord Krishna. Anything which is spoken by the Lord, it is most important. Most important. Veda means Sakshat Narayana, Pranihitam. Anything coming from the mouth of the Narayana. All these Vedas coming from the breathing of the Narayana, from the mouth of the thing. So anything coming from the Narayana or Krishna, it is most essential thing. We must give importance, because it is very important message. Bhagavad Gita comes from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Ganges is said to be emanate from the lotus feet of the Lord. Of course, there is no difference between mouth and feet of the Supreme Lord, but from an impartial study, we can appreciate Bhagavad Gita even more important than water of Ganges. So more important even water of Ganges is Bhagavad Gita. So hearing Bhagavad Gita is the most important, paramount important for everyone. Simply hearing today was, one can go back to pious. All the sinful reaction will be eradicated, and you can go to the place where the pious dwells. Then another, now this another beautiful glories of Bhagavad Gita. Very important word. Sarvopanishata gavo dagda gopalanandana parthavascha sudhira bhakta dagdham gitamritam hat. Sarvopanishata gavo. What is called Upanishada? Upanishada means the headlines of Vedas. We have 108 Upanishada. Very important message. Why? Because we are suffering here. Upanishad, by reading Upanishad, we can go back to our Veda, we will go back to Godhead. We will stop our suffering and go back to our permanent life in spiritual world. Therefore, the Veda means knowledge, to give us knowledge. This is called GPS, spiritual GPS system. It will give us the direction to go back. So here, he says that all Upanishad together is like a cow. Let's say all Upanishad together is a cow. And Sarvopanishad Dagda Gopalanandana. Krishna is famous as Gopalanandana. Gopala means what? Go means what? Cow. Pala means tending. So Krishna is very cowherd boy. He expert, because cowherd boy is expert cowherd boy. He know how to milk. So Partha Vacha Sudhira Bhakta Dugdam Gita Amruta. This Gita Amruta, this Amruta is milking by Krishna, because Krishna is speaking. And who is drinking? Arjuna is drinking. So if we take this nectar, we also drink like Arjuna drinking. What will happen? We become eternal, permanent, no death, no birth, no disease. All the obnoxious misery of cyclic of birth, death, disease, old age will stop, and we can go back to Godhead. We will have a permanent happy life. We do not want to become a temporary. I want to become temporarily for sometimes I want to become CEO. Nobody likes employment pass. Nowadays, employment pass also not giving everybody. S-pass. Everybody wants permanent citizen. Yes or no? So because why that mentality is coming? Because we are eternal, we are permanent. Somehow or other, we are encased in this material world, temporary world. Originally, we are just like a citizen. Citizen meant to be outside the jail, but under a condition, circumstances, he was put into the jail. Similarly, we are meant to be with Krishna in spiritual world. Manmana bhava madabhakta madajadi mam namaskar. We are meant to be part and parcel. We are part and parcel of the Lord, and we are meant to be with Him in spiritual world. But under circumstances, we are put into this material world because of our action. We want to turn away from the Lord. Therefore, everybody wants permanent, because we are permanent. This propensity is there eternally. So here it is say that every Upanishad is a cow. Krishna is a famous cowherd boy, is milking, and Arjuna is drinking that. And if we therefore it is called Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. Why they know Gita Upanishad? Something very technical is there. There's something called Shruti and Smriti. Shruti means to hear. Previously, people are very intelligent. Hearing only the knowledge. Nowadays, writing also we don't remember. One hearing. Everything is there in Google. One teacher is saying that nowadays, material education no need to come to teacher. How much a teacher know? How much a Google know? Google know better than teacher. Everything is there. Still, people are not ready. The teacher only should teach what you should not read in Google. Not that what you read, I will speak. Only thing, because Google is already replaced the teachers. One very big IS instructor, he was telling. The 12th class something fell, na, he was the, he only some write the story. He was the instructor of IS. He was telling like this. Nowadays we have no place because Google has more knowledge than us. Everything you can find. Teacher will give you some 10%, 20%. Google will give you 100%. Therefore, teachers should say that you should not read in Google because Google has so many things which is good and bad also. So Gita Upanishad means what? Shruti. Everything coming out from the hearing, by hearing the process. And Smriti means remembering, which is written form. Gita is the part of the Mahabharata. Mahabharata is called Smriti because written. So therefore Bhagavad Gita also Smriti. But here why it is called Gita Upanishad? Because anything which is spoken from the Lord, it is called Shruti. Therefore, it is also qualified as a Shruti, Upanishad. Upanishad means very high status. It's a Gita Upanishad. Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Upanishads. It's just like a cow. Lord Krishna, which famous as coward boy, is milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf. Learned scholars and pure devotee are to drink the nectareal milk of Bhagavad Gita. We just follow the footprint of Arjuna. How Arjuna, why Krishna spoke to Arjuna? There are so many other people. Arjuna is a householder. He's a military man. He has got 3-4 wives also. So why he spoke? He is not like sadhu something. What is the qualification? He is a friend and devotee. Devotee is man. Therefore he spoke this one. Therefore all the devotees should follow the footprints of the Arjuna and understand Bhagavad Gita as Arjuna understood it. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Durga Devi. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, who is the Supreme Personality of Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma? This Baba, that Baba. Finally somebody, God means for me, I love cricket. God is Virat Kohli or Tendulkar. No. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, one should follow Arjuna. How understood? Arjuna understood that the position of the Krishna is Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhava. So this is the beautiful 10, 12, 13. So here it is said that Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Sahasrastam Divam Adi Deva Adam. So here it is said that Arjuna said, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, Arjuna, after understanding Bhagavad Gita finished in 10 chapter 10. Arjuna already finished. Another 6 chapters Arjuna want to expand is because of the purpose of us. Otherwise, 10th chapter only he immediately accepted. Oh, you are the Supreme. Whatever you say, it is correct. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, purest of absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, unborn, the greatest. All the great says such as Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa confirm this truth about you. Now you yourself are declaring it. Krishna is the Supreme, is not that Arjuna is a friend, therefore is flattering. No, Arjuna is giving reference. Not me only telling. So many sages are sharing. This sharing. And now you are also telling that you are the greatest. We have released a book. Why worship only Krishna? Why not so many other things? So we have given a Vedic evidences from different sources, from Purana, Veda, Bhagavatam, that why Krishna is the Supreme. Arjuna also established this thing. Therefore, we should follow how Arjuna understood. Who can better understand than Krishna? Why Krishna is speaking? Because he knows he is my devotee, he can understand. He himself said, because you are my devotee and friend, you can understand. Therefore, Arjuna understood properly. We should follow the understanding of Arjuna, then our understanding is correct. Otherwise, you say that my understanding different from Arjuna, that means you have not. Arjuna is an associate. Krishna is speaking directly to him. He understood better than us. So we should just follow him. That's all. So this is, therefore it is said that just like Arjuna is drinking the, drinking the milk, nectarian milk, we should drink also. In this age, in this present day, people are, this is the last one, last glories. Time also correct. Eka Shastram Devaki Putra Gītam, Eka Deva Devaki Putra Eva, Eka Mantra Tasya Namaniyani, Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. In this present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, one occupation. Therefore, it is said that Ekasastam Devaki Putra Gita. Let there be one scripture. People are fighting, oh, this is Quran, this is Bible, this is Bhagavad Gita. Well, let it be one. God is one always. God cannot be so. This is so many. We are our perception, just like a building, you see different way. Similarly, people are ignorance. They do not know. Because of the deficit or scarcity of fond of knowledge, they are thinking there are many gods. There are many supreme. There cannot one head only. There cannot be many supreme. So, because of our perception, we are creating, manufacturing. Oh, this is Bible, this is Quran. No, this is God, that God. No, God is supreme. God is one without a second. So, Ekasastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Let there be one scripture, only one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Eka Deva Devaki Putra Eva. Let there be one God for whole world. We are fighting your God, my God, and fighting for all the things. But there will be one God. Everybody is now, the Veda is the biggest, Veda is spoken by the Supreme Lord. So it is the oldest knowledge. And it says that Krishna is God. Let there be one God. Why there is a fighting? Eka mantra tasya namani. And one hymn, one mantra, one prayer. The chanting of his name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. This mantra is very, very powerful, particularly prescribed in this age of Kali. He say that this mantra in these beautiful verses, he say that in Kali Yuga, this mantra is very powerful. It is this verse, he say that we have quoted these verses in our book we released. 3, 4. So this verse, it is stated in these beautiful verses that so in this verses in Kalau Santarana Upanishad, it is stated that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Iti Sodasakam Ramanam Kali Kalmasanasanam Nato Paraparapaya Sarva Vedeshu Dushyate. This 16 name of the Lord, Kali Kalmasa means what? Dirty things. Kalmasa. All the dirty things will be destroyed. Nasanam, destroyed. Then Natah Paraparapaya Sarva Vedeshu Dushyate. If you search entire Veda through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find any method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. So in this, there are so many mantras are there, but particularly in this mantra, in this age, this mantra is prescribed. Just supposing you are going to a medicine store for cure your disease. In the medicine store, all the medicines are meant for cure. You will say the compounder or the salesman, you can give any medicine, it's okay, because everything meant for the cure. No, according to your prescription you go, right? And you get the medicine. Similarly, in this age, that prescription is given, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Mahamantra is very important. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nami Kevalam Kalo Naste Vanaste. In this age of Kali, no other things. Not only that, the power of this mantra is so much that it is said that if chanting once also, it will give you all this benefit, tremendous benefit, gargantuan benefit. In these beautiful verses, it is said that purport. Namana hi javati sakti papa nirharane hare tavat kartum na soknoti patakam pataki naraha. Simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reaction to more sin than he is able to commit. The sins, not only present sin, you will be dissolved it, but in future sin also dissolved. That is the power of mantra. Therefore, it is said that Eka Namani. So Gita Mahatma, the last verse, it is said that simply by chanting one mantra, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so one can get rid. Eka Mantra Tasya Namani, his name, his holy name. So Lord is incarnated in his holy name, and he has deposited all his in this age of Kali Namarupe Krishna avatar. in this age of Kali, then somebody may say that where is Krishna? Arjuna has the opportunity of conversing with Krishna. He understood Bhagavad Gita. Now Krishna, if this chant mantra, he will understand Bhagavad Gita also. Because Lord has deposited all his spiritual magnificence, spiritual potency, spiritual world, everything. Nama nama kari bolta nija sarva shakti. Somebody was reading Padma Puran, 14, 15 Shakti they have invested. All Shakti, all is magnificent, all is potency in this name. So name is powerful. So chanting the name, it will give you clear idea of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Karma pi ekam tasya devasya seva. Let there be one work only, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everybody somehow and all busy in service, some kind of activities, material activities. But he's saying that one seva, only one service you do. What is that service? One work, simply working for Krishna. Krishna say that in these beautiful verses, Krishna say, very nice. No. Mat karma krin mat parama mad bhakta sangha varjita nirvahi sarvabhutesu yasamamiti pandava. So Krishna say that, my dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional, mat karma means my activities. What is his activities? Hearing about him, chanting about his glories, hearing his glories, just like we are doing, that is called Krishna karma. Krishna preaching is also called Krishna karma. Serving also Krishna karma. All this karma if you do relate for Krishna, then what will happen? Free from the contamination of fruitive activity, mental speculation. He works for me. He works for me, makes me the supreme goal of life, who is friendly to every living being. He certainly comes to me. Krishna says that he will come to me. Certainly he will come to me. That is the thing. So all these glories of Mahatma is very important, because if you know the glories of the Bhagavad Gita, then you will have that propensity, this urge, the interest to read Bhagavad Gita. And read Bhagavad Gita in the approaching a spiritual master. In our discipline. So one should go to a disciplined succession approach. Gita punyam idam punyam je patate prayat puman. Puman means seriously. How to seriously? Not by buying a books from the stores. One has to approach a spiritual master. Tadviti pranipetena pariprasana. So therefore one should approach a spiritual master for a bona fide hearing. Otherwise in India there are thousands of Bhagavad Gita edition, and there are billion of people. Many people are reading Bhagavad Gita. Nobody become a devotee of the Lord. And after reading Bhagavad Gita, they tell him, who is the Supreme? As I told you, for me, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Devi, Ganesh. This is not proper understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Param Brahma Param. You have to come to the conclusion that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and surrendering to him. That is the conclusion, the quintessential philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaga. If you do not come to the point of surrendering to Krishna, your Bhagavad Gita understanding is zero, not complete. You have not understood. So, understanding of Bhagavad Gita culminates and concludes to that point, as Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityadam Mam Ekam Saranam. Mam Ekam Saranam, exclusively surrendering to Krishna. Therefore, we have a book, we have released that why we should only worship Krishna. Exclusively. He never say Ekam means what? Ekam means only unto me. You would have told you, my expansion, this, that. No. Ekam exclusively to me. Then aham tvam sarva papebhya soko mahavarjita. In first Mahatma says that Vishnu pada vavapnoti soko mahavarjita. All kind of reaction, we have got so many reaction, aparabdha karma, that will be dissolved, that will be redeemed, absolved, and you will come back to Krishna. That is it. So please, Gita Jayanti is coming. Please very seriously take the Bhagavad Gita. We are conducting Bhagavad Gita and giving an opportunity to everyone to read this Bhagavad Gita, hear from bona fide hearing, because this book is written by the Srila Prabhupada. And this book is the highest selling book in the world. And in America, as I told you, there are so many people went to preach. Nobody make one devotee of Krishna by imparting the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. When Prabhupada went there, the beef eaters, the person who do not know ABC, Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, nothing about spirituality, they become a devotee, mad, jumping Hare Krishna, surrender their life to Krishna. So how much transformative if you hear the Bhagavad Gita from a bona fide source. Therefore, we have all this hush-hush knowledge about Bhagavad Gita. Nobody knows what is this secret of Bhagavad Gita, essence of Bhagavad Gita. So I have no time. I wish I should go through the chapter 1 to chapter 18. There are 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. First 6 chapters is Karma Yoga. So the middle chapter called Bhakti Yoga. The final chapter called Jnana Yoga. So Krishna is now starting with this very fundamental knowledge, starting that what is our identity. We are the spirit soul. We are not this body. Then a spirit soul, what you should do, how he will connect back to Krishna, because we have no connection. Yoga means connection, linking process. How to link? Bhagavad Gita is a process of linking back to. So we have no time. Otherwise, I would have shown the whole 18 chapter. Tomorrow I will be conducting the class online session to explain entire 18 chapter one go. We have no time. Gita Mahatma only takes so much time. How to explain entire things. Tomorrow I will have a online classes to explain entire 18 chapter in one session. You can know the essence of each chapter. Essence of each chapter. So thank you very much. We have any question, anything? Any question about Bhagavad Gita? All good?
Everyone has Bhagavad Gita.
Everyone has Bhagavad Gita, but nobody is reading. Right? Every time we say that, they say that Bhagavad Gita, I have. Therefore, I told you again, repeating you, there are three important aspects of Bhagavad Gita. What are the three aspects? First thing is bona fide hearing. Bona fide hearing in association of devotee. From a bona fide devotee you should hear. You cannot hear from a non-devotee. Because non-devotee hearing like sarpochista, milk is very nutritious, Bhagavad Gita is very potent. But if it is spoken by any non-devotee, you will not understand. Everybody is doing non-devotee. Who is writing? Military man is writing. Bhagavad Gita for CEO, Bhagavad Gita for business, Bhagavad Gita for movie. Movie also. Bhagavad Gita they are telling it's a movie. Somebody is written very nicely. Bhagavad Gita is a love letter. I was thinking where it is. Where is the letter? Bhagavad Gita is a love letter. I was thinking where is the love? Of course, in a spiritual aspect, it's a love letter. But is writing. Therefore, one should hear bona fide hearing. This first aspect. Second one is application. You have to apply Bhagavad Gita. How to apply Bhagavad Gita? Just like Arjuna, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, what he told? No, pack up. No more fighting. Let's go. Why Bhagavad Gita was spoken, you know? Because Arjuna declined to fight. His illusion, his ignorance, just like we are ignorance. His ignorance of his ultimate goal of life. So, application of Bhagavad Gita means, what is the application of Bhagavad Gita? 1871. Nasta moho smritil labdha tat prasadena maya chutta. Sitosmi gata sandhya karishya vachana tava. You have to act according to Krishna. Not that I have to do things what I like. No. Anusilanam. Krishna anusilanam. Anu means following the Acharya. Silanam means some kind of activity is there. So you have to do all your activities according to what Krishna said. If you do not do, Krishna also spoke to Bhagavad Gita in Bhagavad Gita 1858. My way or a highway. Either if you do, if you don't do, you will be lost. So final thing is that dissemination of this message, to propagate this message to others. If somebody knows the wisdom and he is not telling others, he is not bringing others to Krishna or sharing this knowledge, what will happen? That should be the most important thing. Because there are so many become devotee, but nobody is so dear than person who is propagating this knowledge to others. Krishna say that yedam paramam guhyam madbhakti swavidisate. If anybody who disseminate or impart this knowledge, the secret of this knowledge, he will without doubt go back to Godhead. And nacha tasman manushyasu priyakirtama. He telling that nobody is the best. Priyakirtama is a superlative, good, better, best. Nobody is the best friend, very dearest than that person who is imparting knowledge. So three things important: reading, bona fide hearing, application, then third one is dissemination. Three things in very. Therefore, you should read Gita, live Gita and give Gita. Read first, live means apply and give to others. Share this knowledge. Thank you very much. On this notes, we will stop here. We will have a last arati, followed by we have prasadam. Thank you. Jai Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.